I've been thinking a lot about retirement homes thanks to Adventure Awaits coming out recently. You can make schedule routines for your Sims, and one of the presets is for a senior living community. I figured this would be the perfect chance to finally build a functional retirement home in The Sims. It has a yoga studio, a pool, a game space, 6 bedrooms for your elder Sims to stay in, and plenty more. I'm so excited to show y'all how it came out, so with that being said, let's get on to the speed build. So I'm going to start out by saying we are going to have a couple lot changes in this video. Obviously, this lot is not big enough to have the yoga studio, a pool, all the stuff I mentioned, so just hold your horses, wait a second. That sounded rude, I'm sorry. I wanted to try and build like an accurate senior living center, so I just got the base down first, and I did so much research going into this, like you have no idea. I know realism doesn't matter in The Sims, but I wanted to like try and be like as realistic as possible. So what I noticed in a lot of the floor plans I looked up, and yes, I did look up floor plans for senior living centers. What a lot of them have is on the outskirts of the building is where all the rooms for the residents live. And then usually how it works is like in the middle, there's the kitchen and then like the living room area space. I didn't do that part because I just thought it would be kind of annoying. So what I ended up doing is like in one of the corners, I put a kitchen there, and then on the other side, I put a laundry space. Probably should not have put the laundry, seeing as how buggy this game already is, especially with laundry and having that mesh with Adventure Awaits. It would it's probably gonna be torture, but honestly, I like suffering and I like torturing myself in the game. But like you can literally just delete it and make it anything else. Like it's not a big deal. Another thing to mention is I built this before Adventure Awaits came out. Literally as soon as the trailer released for Adventure Awaits and we saw like all the presets for it, and I saw that it had like a senior living community preset, I was like, oh my god, I have to build one like right now. So that's what I did. And you might be thinking, well, the trailer came out like well over a month ago. Why are you only posting this now? And to that dear viewer, I don't know. Because I felt like it, I guess, I don't know. But either way, I ended up switching to a bigger lot than I had before. I think the previous lot was like a 30 by 20 or something. I switched over to like a 30 by 40, I think it was, just because while I was in the process of building it, I thought it looked kind of ugly, just having the whole shell of like the build and like nothing else surrounding it. So I was like, okay, let me just like add on stuff to it and make more work for myself. And you can see now that I have like kind of the base of the build starting to be set, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to do all the windows, doors, that sort of thing. I really had no kind of build style when going into this. When I moved to Oasis Springs, I wanted to like, because I was looking at so many reference photos doing this, and I saw a lot of buildings in California of like senior living centers, so I was like, maybe I could like take inspiration from that. Ended up just not liking it, so we're gonna see in a second. I switch over to Willow Creek, and that's where we're remaining for the majority of the build. So yes, it is in Willow Creek, and it's on Umbridge Manor, but you could also place it on like the other lot, like right across from it. Like whatever lot has the 30 by 40 dimensions, then you can place it. But I'm just trying to lay out all the buildings right now. So that big like rectangle building you see right there, that's where the yoga studio is going to be. That gazebo in the very back center, that's where the garden will be. And then obviously the pool is the pool. If you don't get that, then I don't know what to tell you. But honestly, the elders that will be living here, and I didn't make like any Sims for it. I'm just like assuming your Sims if you download this. Whoever lives here, basically is what I'm trying to say is they're going to be decked out. They're going to have a lot of space in the back, plenty of facilities for them to do whatever. And you might be wondering why I didn't add a gym instead of a yoga studio, because I knew that we were getting ellipticals. I think that's what they're called, like the exercise bikes, whatever. I knew we were getting them in the expansion pack, but elders can like overwork themselves and die. And I don't think a senior living center needs that. So I ended up opting just for a yoga studio, just so your elder Sims don't die. I don't think they can die from doing yoga. I mean, I fear that's like not something that would happen, but I don't know. It's The Sims. But now you can see the actual build is coming together, and it's starting to look a lot more like a nursing home. I'm really proud of myself for this. In the front, I noticed a lot of nursing homes, they have like a carpool area, I guess, where you can like drop off your Sims and stuff. And I know that's a sore subject because we don't have cars. But again, I don't know why I wanted to be so realistic with this, but I was trying to be realistic. So I ended up doing like a little carpool area for it. And an unpopular opinion, I don't really want cars in The Sims. Like, if they do add cars, it's gonna have to be like a whole rework of the game as we know it. And I don't know, I don't feel like the Sims team would do a good job, not gonna lie. So like, I'm hating on them so much, but like, I don't think the Sims team would do the greatest job of implementing cars into the game. So I'm okay with making my fake carpool areas, and I'm okay making my fake garages and whatever. But I do want bans. If bans could come into The Sims, I would literally be the happiest person on earth, because we are seriously lacking in instruments. Like, we only have a guitar and a piano and a DJ mixing station, but like that's not really musical. An instrument, I guess. I mean, it can be, but like you get the point. And like, I know the Sims team is capable of adding new things, because they've literally added that elliptical exercise bike, whatever you call it, to the new expansion pack. So Sims team, I know you're not watching this, because why would you watch a small Sims YouTuber channel? But please, for the love of God, add bans and I will kiss your feet. Not actually, that's actually really gross. Sorry for saying that, guys. But seriously, I want, you do not understand how bad I want bans. And if they do bans, I want them to do bans right. I want trumpets, saxophones, cellos maybe. Oh my god, like imagine having a jazz band. Shut up, bro. Oh my god. See, a woman can dream. Like, if I probably could have it happen if I download mods and stuff. I don't feel like playing modded. Dude, when they added the upright pianos to the game instead of just like the little like big grand piano and the keyboard pianos, I almost like cried. Like, genuinely. Oh my god. Them adding that was like one of the best additions to the game. I can't even lie. I can't even hold you, dude. That was a peak moment for me. Anyways, enough talking about pianos. You can see right now that I am doing the entrance to this nursing home. It's not a nursing home, it's a senior living center. What am I saying? But yeah, I'm doing the entrance to this senior living center. I wanted to make it like as sterile as possible, I guess is the right word to say it, like just bland. Your Sims aren't going to be like staying in here, like there's nothing going on. So I added like a couple chairs, a front desk. I don't think I put a computer because I don't want your Sims like going to it. So I added that whole situation. I added like a couple magazines on the ground, whatever. Like, this area is not that big of a deal. She is not the life of the party. She's not the main girl. The main girl is the actual whole build itself. Anyways, moving on to the yoga studio. So this is one of the main parts that I mentioned in the build. Again, at first I was gonna do a gym, but then I was like, no, as much as I like people dying in The Sims, I don't want elder Sims to die. So what I ended up doing was just opting for a yoga studio, and it's nothing big. I put in 4 mats, but then I also put in like 2 of the meditation like stools thing. So there is enough spots for your Sims, all 6 Sims, to like be in here doing their elder yoga stuff, okay? See, I didn't leave anyone out. I'm smart. I have to like remember what I did, because I did this build so long ago. I did this build like almost a month ago, so I'm having to like rack my brain, like full on Jimmy Neutron brain blast, trying to figure out what I did for this build. So forgive me if I'm off about a couple of things, but I decorated it like pretty sparsely, just because I didn't want to over clutter it and like have your Sims get stuck or like having routing issues. But I think it came out pretty cute. I added some slats to the wall just for like extra dimension and like ooh and awe, I guess. And then I also added like these beams of light again. I thought they looked cool. So yeah, pretty basic stuff, like nothing extravagant going on here. But while I'm finishing up that, I might as well give y'all a quick little life update, because I tend to do that in every single video that I've been posting. And if you're like a long-term viewer of this channel and not like a new viewer, if you are a new viewer, though, hi, I hope you stay and watch the whole video. That would be so cute and awesome of you. Okay, thanks. Anyways, you notice I haven't posted for a bit, and you might be like, Luvions, what happened? Did you get sick? No, I just got really depressed and I didn't post for a bit because life stuff happened and it made me sad. But then I locked in and now I'm making this video for y'all. So I'm not doing like 100% better, but like I'm doing like 75% better. I know my voice doesn't sound like it, but my voice is just very monotone. Anyways, I do want to talk about one thing though, because this thing happened to me in college and it literally made me so heated. Like I was like seeing red, like steam coming out of my ears, like mad. So basically in my English class, we have to write an essay about like our 3 favorite things. And we had like specific like things we could pick. So like movies, books, songs, whatever. So I picked my 3 favorite songs and then I wrote a cute little essay about it being like, oh, I like these songs because experiences. I don't know. I forgot literally what I wrote in it. I just like kind of bullshitted the paper. Well, I didn't bullshit it, but like I kind of just, it wasn't one of my best papers. I did it like last second because I just don't like writing papers. But anyways, besides the point, did the paper, turned it in. Then I get an email and my professor is like, hey, Luvions, I believe that you used AI to write this essay. And so I need you to respond back right now telling me you didn't use AI or I'm going to take this up with the head of the academic department. And I read that email and I was like, huh? Because if you know me, you know that I am very anti-AI. Like, AI is one of the most stupidest, dumbest things to ever exist, and I hate it with every fiber and being of my soul. To accuse me of using AI in an essay, you might as well just shot me in the face, bro. So I emailed my teacher back and I was like, no, I did not use AI. Thank you very much. How can we remedy this? Because I don't want you like giving me a 0 and trying to expel me because you think I'm using AI. And so she's like, oh, we'll just have like a Teams meeting, like Microsoft Teams. We'll have a Teams meeting and we'll discuss it. So I get in there and she's like, yeah, I didn't think that you used AI, but like I've been having issues with students using AI in my class, so I just wanted to like be precautious. And I'm like, so you didn't think I used AI, but you emailed me saying that I used AI. Like at that point, I wasn't even like trying to argue. I was like, okay, whatever. And she was like, yeah, you're good. I'm going to grade your paper now. And like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But that situation pissed me off, bro. And I was talking to my therapist and my husband about it. And they both were like, you should take it as like a compliment. That means like they think your work is good enough to be considered to like be used as AI. And I'm like, no, that's not a compliment because AI is bullshit. AI like bullshits so much stuff. Like AI hallucinates things. Like genuinely like hallucinate stuff. I am not hallucinating stuff in my essay. I am drawing from real personal experiences. Anyways, suffice to say, I got 100 on that paper. So that's all you need to know. Moral of the story is I'm a good writer, apparently. If I get 100 and she accuses me of using AI, I don't know. I don't care. Anyways, we are in the laundry room. Super quick though. I did the yoga studio. I finished that up. I did the nursing home. I keep saying nursing home. I did the senior living center bedroom. I did not record me doing all 6 of them because it was literally the exact same thing copied and pasted just with a different photo on the wall. So that was nothing special. I did the greenhouse and the pool. Those 2 are kind of just meh. Like nothing really was going on. Now we're getting into the actual cute cluttered bits. So this is the laundry room. And again, probably made a mistake adding laundry in here. But I quite literally did not know what else to add because I already had a kitchen, so the staff members can cook and whatever. I mean, you can try doing laundry in here if you want. I'm gonna be so real with y'all. I did not play test this build, so if there's any like glitches and bugs or whatever, I take full accountability for that and I apologize. But if you're playing in this, protect your peace and just delete that laundry room. I only added it because I thought it looked cute. Like that, I want to be so real. I just thought it looked cute, so I added it. Anyways, in a second, we are going to be moving on into the kitchen. And the kitchen, it's very cluttered. That was like, I think it's like the most cluttered room of the building. So my mistake there. I think I left open like one counter space for it, if I remember right. So hopefully I did, because if not, then you're going to have to be deleting some stuff. And I apologize. I used a bunch of the kitchen clutter kit stuff in here, which I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have not used like any kit in here, period, because kids are like low-key a scam, but I did, so it is what it is. Anyways, it has like literally all the basic necessities that you need in a kitchen. It has a stove, it has a what do you want to call it, a fridge. I forgot how to say the word fridge, bro, that's crazy. It has a fridge, a sink, a dishwasher, like everything that you need. It has a microwave too, I think. It has like a coffee bar as well. Like it has a lot of stuff. And then I also ended up putting like a big trash can in here, not like a small one, but like an actual big one. Just because well, I didn't know this, but like I'm gonna say I did know it. I've been seeing with a lot of Adventure Weights videos coming out, whenever people prep meals and stuff, they tend to like over prep. So it can come in handy whenever your sim is over prepping stuff and you need to throw all that crap away. I'll talk a little bit about the clutter that I did. So you can see on like the left hand side, like right over the dishwasher, I added a bunch of like dirty mugs and like plates and stuff. I don't know. I thought it would be cute. Just like all the old people's dirty dishes there. That's not really cute, but you get the point. I added some like pots and pans and stuff like over the fridge. Some like spatulas and like olives and spice racks and stuff. And then I also tried to do this thing with like this vent. I did it in one of my other speed builds. I can link it for y'all if y'all want to watch it. It's of like a cluttered family home. So I tried to do that. It literally was not looking cute at all. It was looking so bad. So I ended up scrapping it and I just put like a top down vent thingy, mabob and smed instead. And then I also added a smoke alarm as well, so y'all better be proud of me. See, I told y'all, I'm not trying to kill no Sims in here. And now, in a second, we are going to be moving on into, like, the dining situation area space. It's not much to it, honestly. This was, like, one of my least favorite, like, I didn't say least favorite, but just, like, most frustrating parts to furnish. Just because I did not have any idea of how I wanted to go about it. I just felt like there was so much space, but there wasn't enough items to like fill it up, I guess. But I ended up putting like, whatchamacallit, like not a bench, but just like a little table against a wall and just adding like a couple bits of clutter and stuff to there, along with like a painting overhead. Anywho, I'm just adding the finishing touches. I added like a big like plant thingy to the table, I think. Maybe? I forgot. I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I really am trying. I should have watched the video over before I did it, but alas, I did not. And then I also added like a little tea set too. I thought it would be cute because like old people and tea and stuff, you know? I think that's what old people do. I don't know. I don't talk to my grandpa or my grandma, so I'm not really in contact with like elder people, I guess. I don't know what's the respectful way to say old people. Would it just be saying old people or like elder people or like older folk or like let me know in the comments because I know I'm sounding so disrespectful right now. And then I did this like clever thing, by the way. On one of the walls I added like this like cart from the kitchen clutter kit and I added like a bunch more of the dishes on there, and I thought it would be like the perfect spot for like all the dirty dishes to be set whenever your Sims get done eating. And I know it's not functional, but I thought it would be cute nonetheless, so I added it. And now we are on to like one of the very last parts of this build, or like second to last, something like that. It's the game space that I was talking about in the beginning of the video. We don't have poker in The Sims, which is, I know that for a fact. Old people like playing poker and old people like doing slot machines. Those are like the two things that old people like doing. Anyway, so I added like 2 game tables there, so if your Sims wanted to play there, they can. But I also added some knitting spots to the place, because that's another thing old people like to do, is knit and I thought it would be perfect with like nifty knitting, just adding that. If your old Sims don't like to gamble their money away or play cards or whatever, they can knit. It worked out though, because in the scheduled preset for senior living community, there's like play games or whatever. I forgot what the exact thing is, but it's like something along the lines of that. I didn't even know that was in the senior living community preset, because again, I built this pre-Adventure Waits coming out. So, and like pre-early access, like pre all of that stuff. So I think I did good. I think I did good, guys. Y'all are so proud of me right now. I know. Oh my god, thank you. Y'all are so kind. I'm moving on into the last room of the build, and I had a lot of trouble figuring out how I wanted to do this living space situation area, whatever you call it. At first, I tried this like big console with like a coffee table. Ended up not working. It just took up too much space, so I opted for like a smaller table instead. And I think the big reason why that this part was so hard for me is because the two walls I have to fill up, obviously. Like, you can't just leave them blank, it's gonna look ugly. But I had no idea how I wanted to fill them up, if that makes sense. So what I ended up doing is on one side, I just put in like a couple bookshelves. Pro tip, that's like one of the best ways you can fill up any blank wall space, is just by adding like a bunch of bookshelves to the wall. So that's what I ended up doing. And then on the other wall, I ended up adding like one of the console tables against that wall. And I lined up like two of them to it. So I liked how it turned out. Although it gave me a lot of struggle, either this part right here, like the whole living space, or the kitchen were probably one of my favorite parts of the build. And on the other side of that wall, I ended up putting like a fireplace and like a couple of chairs. I didn't want to clutter it up too much, just because that's the like front entrance where all your Sims are going to be coming in and out of. The back where the TV and stuff is, I wasn't too concerned about that, just because, I don't know, I don't think your Sims are going to be like walking in and out of that as often as the front, especially because the front is where like all the bedrooms are, the game space, dining tables, whatever, like all of that stuff. But yeah, I got like a fireplace, just a couple of chairs and stuff, and I forgot I did that, by the way. I forgot. I did a very smart thing. And I like combined the bench, not the bench, but like the console table from the Grinch bedroom kit, and then like the two little like cabinets. They're like open cabinets, I don't know. And then I put like a shelf over top of it and just like blended it all in. Past me is very smart for that. I thank her for that. I didn't add anything to the top of it though, just because at this point I was just low-key just ready to be done with the build. I was building for like the past like 3 hours straight. And so I was like, okay, let me just lock in, get this knocked out. And so I did. And we are basically nearing the end of the build. I'm just adding the finishing touches and whatnot. So in a couple seconds, I'm going to hop in the game and I'm going to show y'all not only how the build came out, but also I'm going to show y'all what preset to use and like how to set it up and stuff. So I will see y'all in game in like 2 seconds. Okay, here is the final product. I think it came out super duper cute. So here was the entryway carpool situation I was talking about. We don't have cars, obviously, but if we did, a car would pull up in here, do this tiny little gap, come all the way through here, drop your Sim off, come out, whatever. So you come in through here. This is just a little intake area, I guess. You can like sign in, whatever you need to do. Come straight through here. This is the little entranceway, and I really liked how this came out. I know it looks super simple, but I think it's cute. We have the living room over here. Again, really basic. There's nothing much to it. On the left-hand side is where the dining room is, and straight off that is the kitchen. So it's really simple for your Sims just to come, or whoever's here, the staff, whoever, to cook right here, bring it out, put it on the table. That way they don't have to walk through like the whole building just to get to the dining table. We have 3 bedrooms across this side, and then there's going to be 3 others on that side. And all the bedrooms, again, like I said, they look the exact same. I did put laundry baskets in here because there is laundry. I'll get to that in a second. I would recommend deleting them. I still don't know why I put laundry in here, but that's besides the point. The bedrooms are really simple, just like a little photo on the wall, the bed, obviously, a dresser. I put these Parenthood whiteboards up on here. I don't know, I thought it would be cute, so I added them to all the rooms. And then we have a little bathroom for your elder sims as well. And then on the right hand side is where the game space is. So we have 2 of the game tables right here, and then we have a knitting basket as well in case your sims wants to knit. We got 3 more bedrooms on this side. I won't go into them, they're all the same. And then right here we have the laundry room. I didn't know what to put in this room, so I did laundry. So I probably would be really glitchy, honestly. So if you want to delete it, feel free to. We come out the back here, and this is the little courtyard area situation. So the gazebo right here is the gardening space, and we have 4 planter boxes just for all your sims to garden, whatever. On the left side right here is the pool space. I put like some little towels and lounge chairs for your sims, and then in the back right here we have a picnic basket. And then in this building right here is where the yoga studio is. So we have 4 yoga mats and instructor mat, and then 2 of the meditation stools. But yeah, nothing much, but 6 spots for all your sims. So everyone has a space to do yoga and whatnot. This build is also on my gallery. It's called the Willow Creek Elder Home. My gallery ID is luvions. It uses quite a bit of packs, I won't even lie. And you can see how long ago I did this build because it's uploaded in September. Like, yeah, this is kind of old. But yeah, it does use a lot of packs, so I'm sorry about that. But my next video is going to be limited packs. So for all my limited pack girlies, y'all will be able to download it. And then I will also show y'all the preset that I would do for this build. Okay, so here's how I have it set out. It's a little bit modified from the senior living community. We have 6 seniors, 3 visitors, 2 staff members, and then 1 cook. So at 7 a.m. they're gonna have breakfast, so the staff will just clean, fix objects, do laundry. The other sims will eat breakfast, and then the cook will serve meals. At 10, same thing, the staff will just clean and fix objects. The seniors will do spa activities, use their yoga mats and whatnot. At 1 p.m. they will play table games, so the staff will then have time to eat, take care of their needs. And then the seniors and the visitors will start playing table games together. And then at 5 p.m., the seniors will have dinner. So staff, again, they clean and fix objects. The seniors eat, and then the cook cooks the meal. 8 p.m. is free time, so I just set it for free time for all the sims. And then at 11 p.m., I removed the cooks, the visitors, and the staff, and just have the seniors themselves. So the seniors will just sleep in their rooms. And that's it. It's not uploaded to the gallery like this. If y'all want me to, let me know, and I'll upload it to the gallery with this preset. But for right now, since it was uploaded so long ago, I don't want to have to re-upload it. But if y'all want that, I can. Anyways, that is all that I have for this video. Thank y'all so much for watching and making it this far if you have. If you like this video, let me know by leaving a like, a comment, and maybe even a subscribe. And I hope you are having an awesome day, night, morning, evening, wherever you are. And I will catch you on my next video. Peace out.